Hi, this is 1010 the Navigator, and I am reading the Anunnaki Final Warning to Earth and Their Return in 2022, the fifth edition by Maximilian de Lafayette. And we're still in part two. How many other Anunnaki will be a part of the return? These are question and answer portions again. The question: though the return may be led by Sinhar's Marduk and Inanna Shamara, how many other Anunnaki will be part of the return? And how many Anunnaki guides will there be for humans who will be saved and return to Earth after the cleansing? Answer: that is a very normal way for a purely human mind to ask such a question. The truth is, the galactic mind of the extraterrestrials functions differently. Consequently, the alien mode of operation becomes totally incomprehensible to our mind. And instead of focusing on how many military personnel they might send, we should focus on how many ISMs they will operate at close proximity to Earth. This stands for Intelligent Satellite Module. Each module is approximately 8 foot to 10 foot in diameter, made of fibrometal, an alloy of metals not found on Earth, which is cone-shaped on the top half and oval-shaped by the bottom half. Worth mentioning here, the gray aliens have craft similar to ISM, being smaller in diameter at 6 foot to 8 foot wide. These were witnessed by farmers in the Midwest several times and reported on cable TV. The purpose of the Gray's ISMs was to scan particular areas in the United States for several military networks and strategic reasons, such as creating an atmospheric shield network which could alter the fabric of weather and be used to control climatic atmospheric conditions over a chosen area or country. This military ecological weapons system process, tsunamis, earthquakes, mysterious underground detonations, complete destruction of all types of agriculture, forests and natural resources, crops, trees, orchards, and every kind of plant. Have we seen these kinds of catastrophic events recently in different parts of the world? Whilst the Gray's ISM require a complicated operational structure, encompassing large numbers of military personnel, the Anunnaki can handle up to 1,000 of their ISM machines. They will be using the Shabka, a cosmic net made up of anti-radar emissions and rays that not even NORAD can detect. The Gray Earth Joint Program ISMs are detectable and clearly visible to the naked eye, while the Anunnaki ISMs are totally invisible and completely undetectable, as if they jump from time-space pocket to another. Worth mention here to all our readers, the difference between time-space travel and space-time travel is this. In the mode of time-space, the human mind cannot yet understand it, nor can the eyes see it. As we do not yet fully comprehend the concept of time, in space mode time, however, human eyes can glimpse the craft for a split second before it vanishes or jumps to another pocket. Only in this instance does the space-time appear linearly to humans. One Anunnaki ISM module is capable of covering up to 9,000 square miles. These many spaceships will be interconnected through a massive net of rays that will seal off the Earth's atmosphere when the Anunnaki return. The number of Anunnaki who will be operating this return mission is as yet unknown. Very few Anunnaki personnel will be needed to operate this enterprise. When this massive net of rays is interwoven, it forms a dark gray, gluey substance that appears to us as a blend of burning metal, bark, and rubber with the most awful foul odor imaginable. The ghastly and noxious odor itself is enough to kill people. Light from the sun will be completely blacked out, as this gluey substance, known to the Anunnaki as Zafta, forms a solid eggshell-like casting around the entire planet from which there will be no escape. This will truly be the end of the world and life on Earth as we know it. Sorry, all you 2012 believers, but Maximilien de Lafayette says it ain't gonna happen. He will be inviting all of you to a big banquet coming January 1st, 2013 in Acapulco, Mexico, with free margaritas and Bloody Mary cocktails to go around until the sun goes down, no cover charge. The next question. Efficient energy systems of the Anunnaki. Question. What kind of clean and efficient energy systems and modes of transportation will the Anunnaki introduce after 2022? Answer. After the cleansing is done, no oil, coal, natural gas, or any other carbon-based fuels will be used to power any car, machinery, or mechanical equipment apparatus. Energy to power all of the above will be provided via satellites which harness cosmic energy. But then even solar energy will be regarded as an archaic and rudimentary form of harnessing energy. This will be made possible by the processes of opening the Anunnaki cosmic ba'abs, which are also the stargates to multiple dimensions. 11 of these ba'abs exist within the multidimensional cosmic landscape adjacent to Earth. Next question. This is about the Stargate over Chicago. Questions. Is there a Stargate ba'ab in Chicago? Where exactly is it located and what does it look like? How would you jump into a ba'ab? Is it part of the Anunnaki evacuation plan for humans upon their return in 2022? Answer. There is a huge cosmic ba'ab Stargate over Chicago, but this one is quite unique because it is called a Madkhal, Madkhal, which means in Anaka, an entrance rather than a stargate. Not all stargates are identical, nor do they function in the same manner. There are stargates that lead to another singular world, an incomprehensible world of bent time-space, and there are stargates that lead you into parallel dimensions adjacent to our world. The one over Chicago leads you towards a dimension where time and space are no longer linear. In this dimension, the laws of physics are, as they are known to us on Earth, no longer apply. The Mad Kahal is located above Grand Central Station in downtown Chicago. It is oval and vibrates like a rubber band, very similar to the multiverse membrane found in the perimeter of the 11 dimensions mentioned in contemporary quantum physics. It is neither visible to the naked eye, nor can it be detected by any apparatus on Earth. Also worth mentioning here is the subject of the anomaly of stargates. Stargates do vary in size, function, purpose, and mobility, just like the extraterrestrial underwater plasma corridors used to navigate our seas and oceans, as stated by Maximilien de Lafayette on the History Channel shows UFO Hunters. The Stargate in New York City, which is located over Madison Square Garden, is twice the size of that over Central Station in downtown Chicago. Travel to and from the Chicago Stargate is possible at particular times. However, travel through the Madison Square Garden ba'ab is a one-way street. Maximilien de Lafayette recommends this ba'ab for all televangelists and divorce lawyers. Since the ba'abs are at least 900 feet to 1,700 feet above ground, it is not possible to jump into a ba'ab. At the time of the return of the Anunnaki, an electromagnetic fog will suck up the people with light to medium contamination as set forth by the Anunnaki's return protocol? Next question. Signs before the Anunnaki return. What are the signs that people will see in the skies the day before the Anunnaki return, and where will they be seen? Answer. 1 year before the return of the Anunnaki, around the end of the year 2021, the governments of many countries will start to circulate publications and manuals describing signs that will indicate the appearance of extraterrestrial craft visible to the at large and given to the public. M.D. Lafayette said he is convinced that many bishops and archbishops in the United States and England have already been debriefed on the subject and were secretly asked to cooperate on the redaction of material that would suitably marry religious dogma with intelligent design, as well as the frightening arrival of extraterrestrials to our planet. Ironically, 4 major Anunnaki stargates will be activated and opened, which religious leaders will also interpret as the arrival of the 4 horsemen, as stated in the book of Revelation, and will be urging believers to run to their churches and pray. Readers and believers of the Left Behind series will have another shot at redemption. Meanwhile, from the end of 2021 to November 30th, 2022, American citizens will have the most unusual evacuation display of UFOs, USOs of all shapes and sizes: oval, circular, crescent-shaped, triangular, cylindrical, and every other shape witnessed, reported and ridiculed by the media, military disinformers, and debunkers alike. These are the vehicles of the Greys aliens jointly operated with the military. Next question. Anunnaki's tool of annihilation. Question. Who, what created the tool of annihilation that the Anunnaki will use when they return? Answer. The tool of annihilation was created by the Majlas, the Anunnaki High Council, as stated by Simhar Anbar Anati, specifically for the purpose of cleansing the earth from all its contamination upon their return in 2022. This tool of annihilation will be utilized in the event of hostile situations where uninformed rednecks, back in the saddle again, and other suburbanites will pull out their hunting rifles and shotguns to shoot at spaceships belonging to the most advanced race in the known universe. According to Maximilien de Lafayette, those are the ones who are going to get it first. And this concludes pages 197 to 206, and that completes part 2.